Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Saturday edition of the Bargains by Belle auction. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody is having a good day and a good weekend. I know it's getting hot out there, but I hope y'all are staying cool. I did manage to get a little bit of yard work done lately. It's always so sad to see the roses dying off with the warm weather. But I've got to been saying that I just love that all my azaleas are in bloom. I've got some purple dwarf irises in bloom. I've still got daffodils in bloom. Love this time of year before it gets too hot, where the flowers start to come out, and I've got all these different colors going on. And I hope y'all are loving it too. It's the kind of weather where even though it's hot, you can still get out and go places and do things before that hibernation for summer starts. So if y'all would go ahead and click the thumbs up, pretty please. And also share me out on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, all your Discords, including mine, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, and anything else you might have that might help a Southern Belle out. Hopefully we'll get some more of our friends in tonight, but it could just be that we're a little fewer in number with the weather being so nice and warm, although mosquitoes are just swarming. I could just see them thick in the yard while I was trying to get a little yard work done. All right, before I say some individual hellos, let me go ahead and give you all of the procedures and explanation of how things will work. All right, so if you have never bid on anything before and you think you might possibly want to bid on something tonight, then go ahead and send me a registration email. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your mailing address. That way I know where to send your items and where to send the bill. That'll help me out ever so much. Once you've done that, then you can bid. The way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be charged on your invoice, because you do have to pay for absolutely everything that you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is. The only time you can retract is during the auction. I do not cancel invoices at all ever for any reason, so you just simply have to pay for what you bid on. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees and it's guaranteed by the banking system. But of course, I accept PayPal. PayPal is the software by which you make your invoices. PayPal is also how you can pay with your bank card, your debit card, your Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, and so many other options. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rate. Those deeply discounted rates are based on the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel name is Southern Belle NOLA. All right, let me scroll to the top and I'll say some individual hellos. Now, I do want to tell you that everything is a little backwards tonight. I was supposed to have Melissa co-host and somebody else run the chat. And we must have somehow gotten our wires crossed because I wasn't able to get a confirmation from that person. And so she could have been delayed. She could have forgotten. She could have had an emergency. So Melissa's had to fill in the chat instead. So I'm co-hostless. Oh no. If anybody wants to help me out, y'all let me know and I can drop the link. Melissa, if you can find absolutely anybody on Discord, send them over here. Send out every emergency message you can on our Mad Chat, on our Open Chat, anything and everything. All right. In the meanwhile, let me say some hellos. First in, I see CQ Kathy. Hello, hello, Kathy. I am so glad you were here. Next, here's Melissa. Thank you so much for being so flexible and always saving me when emergencies happen. And Melissa's been losing power during the day today, so I'm frightened that any second her power could accidentally go back off and I could lose her too. So y'all pray that her power is able to stay back on while we're having the auction. If not, somebody jump in and help me, pray please. Next, oh, Michelle, I have missed you. I hope you have been well. I am so glad to see you here in the chat. I was starting to worry if you were okay or if I had done something wrong. But thank you so much for giving me the great gift of your time and your presence. Kathy Wood, hello, hello. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for that sweet pink hand wave. No, hand pink wave. Did y'all know that's how we see emojis in streaming software? We see the explanation for what it is. All right, let's see who else we have. Start of spring. Yes, yes, yes. All right, next we have Janice. Hello, hello, Janice. And Michelle says she's so excited. I'm glad. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to. Okay, sorry. We had all 4 seasons this month. Really? You might have to tell me how that works. As it is down south, y'all would think our seasons are reversed because our leaves don't fall during the autumn like yours do. Our leaves fall after Christmas and before it gets cold. Oh. Oh, Kathy Wood doesn't have any mosquitoes yet. I'm glad because I could see them swarming, swarming, swarming. But I was trying to clean out some flower beds and get some bulbs planted once I got the beds cleared out. Okay. Well, even though we are few in number, we are going to hope that more people join us. But the great thing about being few in number is it's less people to compete against during the bidding. And you can ask for what you want to see. You'd be surprised how often I just might have it. If anybody would like to try to co-host, y'all let me know and I will drop the link because I could so use some help. In fact, I'm going to drop the link anyway, just in case. All right, there we go. All right, but we're going to get started with our Belle's Bargain Bonanza. where in this round, everything is going to start out at the low price of just $1 for choice. So I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. Oh, Kathy Wood says we don't get skeeters much, but we get wasps. Well, down here we get wasps, we get bees, we get mosquitoes, we get basically everything. So we apparently don't have enough lizards right now because the lizards help to eat the mosquitoes and control how many we have. We also have a ton of ants right now, too. And Michelle says, last year we had mosquitoes way too early in the year. There's a too early? I thought mosquitoes were just year around, but that may be just because I live in the swamp. And Michelle says, Kathy, if I had a choice, I would pick wasp. Now, I'm trying to think if I had a choice, between one big bite or between a billion little ones all the time. I might agree with Michelle and just take the one big bite that was bad rather than, 50 to 60 every week for, 10 out of 12 months of the year. Scrap Dog! Hello, hello. And Angel, too, if you're watching. Long time no see, my friend. Thank you ever so much for dropping by. Okay, so we're going to get started. So $1 starting bid for choice. So let me take you through the many, many, many choices. And y'all remember that my bidding increment's just 25 cents. All right, in the back, we've got a LA Colors facial mask with avocado. An LA Colors face mask with coconut. Y'all, I debated whether I should save these for the Sunday snack sale because they were food scented, or I should go ahead and have them at a regular auction. But I decided to go ahead and have them on a regular auction. Y'all tell me in the comments whether I could have gotten by with this at a food auction since the scents are avocado and coconut. Yay! Lalo is here. She made it. Okay, so Melissa can come co-host. There's Melissa, and look at those beautiful tulips. Welcome, welcome, Melissa. Okay, let me show y'all the rest of the choices. Okay, next by Seventh Heaven, we have Hot Spring Sauna Mask. And remember, y'all can put your $1 in anytime you see something worthy. Then next, from Skin 2.0, we have a retinol vitamin E sheet mask. Next, we have a two-step cleanser and mask. The facial cleanser has green tea and the mask has activated charcoal. Kitty! Hello, hello, Kitty. All right, on the lower level, we have an eye beauty set. And hopefully y'all can see it and hear. All right, next we have a Freeman's Anti-Stress Sea Salt Mud Face Mask. We've got a little eyebrow brush. We have some Crystal Collagen Golden Under Eye Masks. By the Diamond brand, I have a Flower Nail Buffer. I have an angled contour brush. Then I have some nice big new with tag bath sponges. Then I've got red nails. I've got natural looking nails, and I have a Dial Advanced Clean antibacterial bar soap. Woo-wee. Now, are those a lot of choices or what? Oops, we seem to have lost Melissa. Melissa, come back, come back. Okay, Kitty, starting us out with $1. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that, sweetheart. Okay, I think we've got Melissa back. But Melissa, sweetheart, your audio is not connected because you don't even have an audio bar when I connect you. So I need you to connect your audio, pretty please. And for some reason, it looks like you're trying to connect with two devices, and you know my restream will only let you have one device. Okay, we've got $1. We're looking for $1.25. And Melissa, I don't know if you can see yourself on the screen, but oh, I just lost you. We're trying, y'all. We are trying so hard. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. Oh, let me grab a bell. Okay, so we're going to need to see which ones and what quantities. Let me get a little bag out here to put all of her choices in. Bless her heart, Melissa keeps trying to come in. What y'all can't see is that the audio isn't connected. Wait, let me see if I can connect this one instead. Because you've got two devices right now. This device is muted, but the audio is connected. You just have to unmute it. You can do it. You can do it. You just have to think you can, think you can, think you can. Okay, while Melissa is unmuting herself, let's see if I can catch up with what Kitty wants first. And then we're going to open this to chat. Okay, Kitty is going to take the makeup brush times 2. Okay, here's 2 of these fabulous makeup brushes. And I only have one of the 2-step mask, but I will sell you the one I have. Wait, maybe I read that wrong. Maybe was the 2? Okay, I think I read this wrong. I think the 2-step mask was a 2. Or maybe the anti-stress sea salt was a 2. Laylo, can you help me with the English to English translation because my eyes are so bad? Which items are the ones she wants 2 of? I'm thinking I did this wrong. Okay, so I'm thinking it's really, I'm so sorry, Kitty. I think it's really 1 of the makeup brushes and 1 of the 2-step mask, but it's 2 of the anti-stress. I think it's the anti-stress ones that she wants 2 of. All right, let me make sure I have 2 of that one. Whale. Okay. Here's 2 of the anti-stress. So I think it was 1, 1, and 2. No, apparently I'm wrong. 2 of anything. I think she means anything she listed. Okay, so, all right. In that case, then, I'm trying. This is why I need a co-host. All right, so I think what we're going to give her is 5 total, which are 2 makeup brushes, 2 of the anti-stress, and 1 of the 2-step mask. Okay, I only have 1 mask. So, Lalo, you can just put it down as 5 total. Thank you for being so understanding and so patient, Kitty. I really appreciate you, sweetheart. Love and hugs. Okay. Anything else? Remember, the winner gets to keep picking until they put the word done in. Thank you so much for understanding, Kitty. Hopefully everybody else in the chat does as well. And y'all give me a thumbs up through the struggle. Thank you, Lalo. You do such a great job in the chat. I really appreciate you, sweetheart. Okay. Oh, Melissa's back. Please, oh, please have your audio connected. And she does. God bless you, Melissa.
Yay, I made it.
You did. Okay, I'm just going to pray you can keep power. So, are you doing okay? Did you stay warm enough when the power was out since it was daytime and you had the sun scorching down
Yeah,
on the house?
yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was only for like an hour and a half.
Okay, well, you never know when it's going to happen again. All right, well, while we're waiting to see if anybody else wants to get any of these fabulous $1 bargains, Melissa once again has designed some fun merit-based games for us. Y'all want to play a merit-based game to win a prize?
Yay, does everyone want to play?
Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and tell them? Everybody's saying hello to you in the chat and welcoming you. And they can also continue picking from these $1 items while you tell them how tonight's merit-based game is going to work. And you tell them the question for tonight.
Okay, everyone. We're doing our merit based giveaway. You may enter as many times as you want, but please keep it to 1 comment. No continuation from comment to comment. So the question is going to be, oh, and you can enter as many times as you would like. The question is going to be, if you could instantly become an expert at something, what would it be and why? And I'll put the
Ooh,
question in the
good
chat too.
question. I love that question.
And I'm sorry about my voice, everybody. I've been sick for the past few days. So my voice is a little strange.
Well, we hope you were feeling better. Obviously, we're a little bit shorthanded, and we're going to be shorthanded again on Monday. So, Lalo, check your emails after the auction. We're trying to scramble to figure out what to do. So, if anybody wants to emergency help, Melissa had to get up from her sick bed to help today. And so we're also desperate for some help on Monday because we want to give Jane the day off so that she can be with Haley. Um, all right, last call on these then.
And we already have Laylo saying she would love to learn stocks.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
And Michelle says writing because she would like to write books.
Ooh, what kind of
That's
books?
the
Tell us
thing.
more. Tell us more.
Yeah.
Tell us more. Tell us more. What books would you like to write?
Kathy would love to learn how to sew.
See, I would have thought Kathy would know how to sew.
I
This
know,
show
I did
you can't
too.
assume.
She can crochet anything, but you can't sew.
She may just be being, a little humble because Kathy is pretty humble. Okay, this next item I got at the liquidator. Now, I know some of those other channels, they sell anything any time of year. But just like I wouldn't wear anything any time of year, I wouldn't wear black in the middle of the summer, I wouldn't wear white in the middle of winter. I'm not that kind of channel. I would save up for the right time of year. So I know you're super surprised to see Halloween lights. Belle, what are you doing? Well, I didn't bring the orange ones. I'm only bringing these purple ones just because I have a neighbor that used these for Mardi Gras and they were so pretty. You have to remember our Mardi Gras colors are purple, green, and gold. And I also saw some interior decor in a magazine where somebody put these all around their bedroom, except theirs were pink. But I thought, it might be pretty in purple. And somebody might just want these year around because I think purple's pretty. Now, apparently, they're supposed to sell for $6.97. That's just too much. I'm going to start these out at $2. And these are large ultra burst lights. They are LED. This is a 50 count. It's called string to string, and they're for indoor or outdoor. So maybe you want to light up that whole patio area when you're grilling or you're entertaining. Maybe you want a little romance in the bedroom. Maybe your kids want a fun, playful color in their bedrooms. Maybe you put these up for some kind of party. And maybe I'm delusional that I think purple could be all year round, but I just thought they were pretty. So my
I think
liquidator has these in. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a liquidator, but the way things work is they get stuff in the off season. So when I go there every Thursday to see what they have, right now they're showing me a Halloween and fall, and occasionally a little bit of Christmas. So if you could somehow psychically see my haul, it was Thanksgiving placemats with trucks and pumpkins that I put away for fall. It was gorgeous glass nutcracker ornaments, which I put away for Christmas. But I really just thought these could be all year round. Oh, Kitty says that she puts lights on the chicken coops and it adds for their safety and it looks cute too. Oh, I enjoy that. Okay, anybody for these lights? You can see from the 697 it is quite a savings.
Laylo says that it's their school color, purple.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And Kitty's in for two, looking for
Okay.
225. And Laylo, I want to say thank you for coming in. I totally understand when you have kids, it's rough. Thank you so much for coming in.
We are so appreciative.
And hi to anybody I didn't get a chance to say hello to.
And once again, Melissa, I am so sorry that you're feeling so under the weather. We can hear it in your voice. And if absolutely anybody volunteers, I will give you a break. I will let them co host so that you and your voice can rest. Once again, if anybody volunteers for tomorrow, because I never want to put anybody in the position of having to work sick, because I know you're feeling bad for Melissa. I'm feeling bad hearing how bad her voice is.
It's okay.
So
I feel so much better today.
we feel bad hearing the state of your voice, though, sweetheart.
I
Yeah.
it was from coughing. I think I had a really bad cough, but that seems to be under control now. So didn't get worse. That's all I can say. Thank goodness.
Oh, Michelle says that she likes purple. I like purple too.
Purple juice.
And but she wants purple shoes. What in the world would you wear purple shoes with? See, that was the thing growing up is I always wanted fun colors, and my mommy said, "Well, yeah, fun colors are fun and all, but they're only fun if you have something to wear them with. If you have nothing to wear them with, they're just going to sit there with a tag on them, and you're never actually going to get the fun of wearing them." All right,
And
we're
we
sold to Kitty, and the question is, how many? And keep in mind, you can answer the question as many times. You can learn as many different fields of expertise as you want to.
she would
Okay,
like three.
excellent, wonderful. Anybody else?
Oh, it's okay, Laylo. It's all good.
It's a lot of times very hard with the difference in time zones and all. Anybody else for these pretty purple lines? And y'all let me know what you'd like to see tonight.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy, I'm so glad. Okay, anybody else for the pretty purple light? You're saving a whole lot from the 697 price on here.
And I just put the question in again for anybody coming in for our merit based giveaway.
Okay, wonderful. All right, next $2 starting bid for choice. I have these little, let's see what they're called.
That's Batman.
Batman. Okay. So, but these are little. So that's why they're only $2 because they're little and they're plush. They're squishy, squishy, squishy. Here is the label down here. So here's Batman, but we also have from Justice League. I'm sure the S is for Superman.
And he even has that little piece of hair hanging down.
He does.
Oh, that's sweet, Nancy. Nancy's answer was the Holy Bible to increase my faith, heart, in Jesus. Oh, I love that.
Great answer. And then last but not least, I've got this guy. This guy um, does that say Ryan?
Uh, I can't quite. Ryan something. Ryan's World?
Let me look at this tag. Maybe this tag is
Yeah,
Ryan's
Ryan.
World. Okay, so apparently this is Ryan.
We have
Ryan
Kitty
apparently is a little fluffy.
looking for 225. Oh, I like what Kitty said too. I would love to be able to be faster and know more sign language. I've always wanted to be good enough to be an interpreter. Oh, that is beautiful, Kitty.
Okay, are you making a list of all these great answers so we can award a prize?
Oh, sure. Of course I am.
Okay. The longer we go on, the more and more fantastic answers we get. All right, I see Kitty in for two.
I wish I was an expert skier so I could go skiing with my son.
Oh,
I
okay.
tried I tried it once and I did not do well. Fair warning. We are sold to Kitty.
Okay, which ones and how many? I think this might be excellent to add to like the Easter basket of a boy. Sometimes it's hard to find boy stuff
Yes,
because a lot of the Easter stuff is more girly girl.
sure is.
But being a boy mom, you can probably speak to that better than I can.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Layla says that little Ryan guy has a YouTube channel.
Okay, good to know.
Kitty said she learned sign language in high school so her girlfriend and her could talk in class and on the bus without anyone knowing what they were saying.
Oh, I had a friend in college that chose sign language, which is technically called ASL, as her foreign language. She apparently took another language first. I forget if it was Spanish or French or something else. And the problem she had wasn't reading it or writing it, it was just speaking the words. She just said, my tongue can't roll those R's and I just can't say it right. And so instead of dropping the class, she transferred and made ASL her foreign language requirement for her degree, and she just loved it.
CQ Kathy CQ says she can sign the alphabet. She learned it in third grade.
Nice.
My mother-in-law was a ASL teacher.
Oh, how nice.
She did that for 35 years. Kitty would like Batman and Superman.
Okay, here's a Batman and a Superman. All right, anybody else?
It
don't know
sure.
if y'all remember this, but I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 15. There was this great show on the AB Family Channel called Switched at Birth. Dum dum dum. Which sounds like it would be horrible, but it was really this sweet story of two kids switched at birth. And the reason they claimed that the kids were switched at birth was because one was deaf. And it starred Leah Thompson, and they had a bunch of cast members that were hearing impaired on it, and it really showed how these deaf teenagers were so smart and so strong and so talented in other ways.
Yes, I
I
remember
don't know
that
if any
show.
of y'all saw that show back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that. That was good. Anyone else?
What y'all may not know about me is I'm a little bit of a TV nerd. Even this week, I found a new show that I just loved, and binge watched it on Thursday in between shipping out your stuff, of course. But I had fewer sales this past week and way fewer people pay. So I didn't have as much shipping to do. And so to the people who were interested, I sent them a link to my new favorite show. Well, I shouldn't say favorite show because it's ended its first season and we don't know if it's going to be picked up for a second season. So I made Melissa watch while she was sick. But for those of y'all who don't know, if you're ever looking for TV shows or recommendations, I am such a TV nerd.
And it turned out to be really good. I enjoyed it.
Spoiler alert, it was about cheerleaders. And no, I
Later.
wasn't a cheerleader. Lisa, welcome, Lisa M. Adventure.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, let's see what Kitty's telling us. She says, when my daughter was small, I taught her sign language because she was so shy. She wouldn't talk in public. Many of the women learned how to sign the alphabet just to talk to her.
Oh, that's sweet.
It absolutely is. All right, last call on Superman, Batman, and Ryan. Is it me, or does Ryan just not sound like a superhero? Because I feel like superheroes need either man or woman at the end. I mean,
I
if
know.
it was just super, bat, ant, spider, would it sound like a superhero? You know, if you're just saying Ryan, Mike, Neil, Josh, George. Okay, I'm going to move these little sweetie pies away. Okay, next. Attention, cat lovers! Attention, cat lovers! I have two cat magazines. These are called Paw Print Magazine, and they are apparently all about cats. So these are going to be $3 for choice. And it talks about a cat's brain, how they think, how they learn, how they communicate. Do cats love us? The science of dreaming, the meaning of meows inside their mental health. And in case you wondered, even though I'm selling it for $3, how much this normally sells for, the retail price on this, come on, you can do it. 14.99, 17.99 in Canada. So looking for $3. I only have one of each. Okay, I stand corrected. Thank you, Lalo. Ryan apparently is a toy, not a superhero. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we will miss you, miss you, miss you next weekend. But I won't be having my Saturday auction because on Thursday, I'm going to be on Moolywood. On Friday, I'm going to be at the very last round from 10 to midnight of Colleen's clothing sale. On Saturday, I'm going to be on the very last round of Colleen's clothing sale from 10 until, the early morning hours when she finally says, okay, y'all, I guess it's been long enough. So next week will be a fun-filled weekend, just not on my channel. Welcome, Ashley. Welcome, Kathy Dubrick.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, Kathy D.
Okay, so $3 for choice on Paw Print Magazine's A Cat's Brain: How They Think, Learn, and Communicate. Do cats love us? The meaning of the meows, the science behind dreaming, and inside their mental health. So these sold originally for $14.99. I'm looking for $3. And Melissa, catch us up on our merit-based giveaway tonight.
All right, everyone. Once again, we're having the giveaway, and you just have to answer the question. You can answer as many times as you would like, and I'll put the question in again. And it says, if you could instantly become an expert at something, what would it be and why?
And to anybody that just joined, Lalo is modding for me. Yay. And Melissa's a little under the weather. I'm sure you can hear it in her voice, but she is trying to tough it out. Okay, last
Anybody?
call on the cat magazines. All right, let me clear these away then. They'll be available on the replay. All right, next I've got yarn. $3 for choice. Here's the first one. It's a pretty seafoam color.
Laylo says, my cat needs expert help. I think he hates me.
Oh no. Then I have this one. I'm so sorry, but apparently my mommy started making something. I have no idea what it was going to be or why she has this little hole that looks almost like a buttonhole. But my apologies. You can see it works just fine, though. I don't know if this is crocheting or knitting, but I can snip it off or ravel it and roll it up or whatever you want to do with it. All right, this one says Premiere, just yarn, eyelash. All right, here's the next one in a pretty teal. This one suggests that you make a scarf with it, and there's a free pattern on the label. All right, this one's kind of a fuzzy one. This one says knitting yarn. And it too kind of has a texture to it. This one says sachet. Once again, knitting yarn. This one is open so you can kind of see how it is, if that makes sense. This one is kind of variegated. This one also has a few different colors if you like blues and purples. Some of these have multiples, some of these are one and done. Here's a really pretty one in shades of purple. Oh, and look at this one's called Tickle. How cute is that? It too is a knitting yarn. Oh, and look at the texture of this one. Okay.
All right, we have Kitty in for 3. We're looking for 325, and we had a couple more entries. Kitty said she would love to learn Braille because she loves to read, and as her eyesight gets worse, she will never have to stop reading. That's very good. That's good thinking, Kitty. And Ashley says taxes because I hate doing them. Wouldn't have to pay someone to do them. Wouldn't have to worry about doing it wrong and probably pay less for them.
I've been thinking that too. Every year I seem to pay so much to have them done, and I'm always so worried that they're wrong.
That is a good one, Ashley. They're learning. Good night, Lisa.
Oh, are you leaving already? If you can, pop back by. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
We are sold to Kitty.
Okay, let's see which one are ones and how many. Oh, do y'all want to see something else funny or sad? This one I'm not selling. There's just not enough. But in the bottom of the bag, this is apparently what my mother made from this one. Isn't this interesting that this turns into this? Now, I don't know if this is crochet or knit, and it's all kind of pushed together. I don't know if it's supposed to be pushed together. But anyway, I just found this at the bottom. I thought it was kind of weird.
That's knitting.
That's knitting. Okay. Oh no, Top Chat? Good thing we fixed that before we got too far into the auction. Phew. Did Kitty pick?
No, we're still waiting.
Okay. Oh. Most of these don't have duplicates. There's just a couple few that have duplicates. And you'll let me know what you're looking forward to tonight. Okay, Melissa, you ready to help me decode as we do the dot dash dot of picture?
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
first row, starting close to the door, 1, 3, 4, 5. What
yes.
quantities? All right, this is one, and I do have a duplicate of this one. So if you want a second one of the blues and purple one, let me know. And what was next? Okay, 3, that's the navy blue.
That one.
4, that's this
Yeah.
pristine white one.
And
And
that.
5 is this kind of golden lime green peridot kind of color. Okay.
Okay. Then now into the second row, starting from the door. Number
Okay.
2
So that would be this one.
and number 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The teal. Melissa's favorite color. Lady Braven. Hello, hello. You know, I don't know why I didn't just pull the extra one, but here's the extra one.
So she
Of that
does
one.
want a duplicate of the first one you
Oh,
showed.
okay. Here it is then. Okay.
Hi, Brave.
Anybody else? I'm so glad you could be here, Lady Braven. All right. Anybody else for choice of yarn?
Bless you.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right. Last call on this one.
Oh, wait a minute. Kitty made a mistake. She didn't want that greenish, or you were calling it golden one. That was in the first row, the last one from the first row.
All right. Let
Kind of,
me retrieve her bag.
it kind of looked green, but you were calling it like golden.
Well, this one
Yes,
is gold, and this one is like a light lime-ish.
she didn't really want that one, that greenish one. She wanted the rust
Okay.
color one. But
This one?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. I swapped them out then. All
Thank you.
right. Any other changes, amendments, retractions, additions? This is the time to do it. No worries at all. Okay. Last call on these then. They'll be available on the replay. All right. Next, it's mystery egg time, Melissa.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
these mystery eggs are available for just $5. They are filled with either a brooch or a necklace. I didn't put any earrings in because I know not everybody has pierced ears. I debated about putting bracelets in. People have, different size wrists, and it always hurts my heart when I get a bracelet and my chunky monkey wrist won't fit in it. So I almost put some bracelets in, but I thought that just might not be fair. I so want y'all to love what you get, so I always try to be as fair as I possibly can, y'all. So therefore, it's just necklaces and brooches. $5 for choice. And they're available now. They're available anytime during the show.
Kitty, what do you mean by LB?
I always think of LB as pound,
Yeah.
but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, Kitty, that's so sweet of you. She said, pink for me and teal for M&M.
Aw, so sweet. Okay, pink and blue. All right, so now we are left with greens, lavenders, peach, and yellow. All right, let's see what's inside Kitty's a pink one. Here we go. Oh, it is this beautiful multi-metal, a silver background, a gold heart on top, and it's this kind of like a dog tag, such nice big bail on a nice necklace with a lobster claw clasp and an extender so that you can wear a heart around your neck. Okay, that's the first one for Kitty. All right, let's see what's inside Melissa's gifted blue. Oh, it's a brooch and it is sealed with a kiss. Mwah, mwah, kiss on both cheeks. Look at those sparkly lips.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Kitty.
It's like Kitty
So
sent you a
sweet.
little kiss. That's so sweet.
I love that.
I see Nancy in for five.
Yep,
Pick
she
a
would
color.
a dark pink, she says.
Oh, dark pink. Okay. Here's the last of the pink. Side is a necklace. Stunning.
That's beautiful,
Brand
Nancy.
new with tag. Okay, anybody else?
Yes, it was perfect, Kitty. Thank you.
Aw, look at all those sealed with the kiss symbols. I love that. All right, anybody else for a mystery jewelry egg? If not, we can set them aside and bring them back later in the auction since I still have some left. And we'll keep doing these till Easter. All right, last call on these. All right, next I have a few new keychains. Let me show you these new keychains that I just got. I can get them open here. These are going to be $3 for choice. Aha. All right, here is the first one. Look at this beautiful tree of life. And these are the kind that are underneath a glass cabochon for protection. So that's going to be your first option. Here's your second option. Look at this beautiful tree of life, beautiful branches, deep roots, growth at the top.
That's pretty.
Here's another way of looking at the tree of life. If you like lots of color, here's a beautiful, colorful representation. This one shows the light and the dark of the tree cycle.
Oh, I like that one.
And this one is not a tree of life, it's a flower. I don't know if it was sent to me by mistake or what, but it was in with my purchase. So, looking for $3 for choice. Anybody for a keychain?
These are all so beautiful colors. Yes, there are great choices, Lalo.
All right, last call. If there's no interest, they're all one and done. There are no duplicates. But I just thought they might be a good gift for Easter, for Mother's Day, Father's Day, because the tree of life is a symbol of family and expanding family. So I thought it might be a good choice for Mother's Day or Father's Day. All right, last call then. Okay, next I have some new pendants. They are these fabulous dragons. Now, last week I was showing some necklaces very similar to this, but the necklaces had a big, heavy stone in them. And if y'all want or need to see them, I'm glad to show those. But these are just metal only pendants. These are going to be $3 for choice. So the first one is in a silver tone. The second one is in this green, kind of old world style tone. It has a faux patina to it. It's kind of on top of a brass tone. And then last but not least, I've got a regal one in a gold tone. And look at all the detail and dimensions on these. When I turn it over, you will see it is not flat, it is molded. So it has dimension. So $3 for a big dragon pendant. And I think the dragon can work for men, can work for women, could work for teenage boys. we missed the top of the hour. So after this, we're going to have to do a $1 round. Oops, oops, oops. Melissa and I got to talking to y'all and showing stuff and not watching the clock. My apologies.
I'm in for 3, Belle.
Thank you. And again, we want to thank Lalo for coming in and running our chat tonight. We've got so much going on with our channel and various mods. So it's great when we can have other people come in and help us on an emergency basis. And these are a nice big size too. Let me get out my ruler so I can give y'all a measurement. So here they are on the ruler, just a little shy of 2 inches. So, although here's a little handy way, you can always tell how many fingers they cross when a host is showing it. That also helps you determine size. Okay, which color and how many?
I would like the green one, and just one, please.
Okay, here you go. All right, anybody else? Oh, look at that cute little emoji from Lolo. All right, last call on these. If anybody wants to see the dragon necklaces with the natural stones in them, let me know and I can bring those out.
Thank you, Lalo. I'm not a big dragon person, but I absolutely love that whole green patina look.
Okay, next, with it being spring and we've got the birds going back north, a lot of people are hanging up their bird feeders or filling them back up. Here is a 2 pack of hummingbird feeders, and hopefully, y'all know that you just fill these up with a little sugar water, easy peasy. And they have a little loop at the top where you just hang it, easy, easy. And these are from Wilson and Fisher. So I'm going to start the 2 pack at $3. Only have one.
I love these smaller ones because you got to be so careful that you don't leave the food out and when it's really hot like that. So these are perfect because they just get emptied every day. I have little ones like that, and mine love them. I got them all over.
All right, looking for $3 for the 2 pound. Oh, oh, oh! I was supposed to have the dollar round, Melissa. You let me go on to something else. No, no, no.
I'm sorry, Belle.
You said no, no, no. All right, let me grab the dollar item while y'all are bidding on bills. That way, if I sit here with it in my lap, I can't possibly go on to the next thing. Okay, last call on this. All right, let's move it aside then. All right, Melissa, tell everybody how this round is going to work.
All right, everyone, this is the top of the hour. It's time for Belle's Bargain Bonanza, where everything starts at a $1 starting bid.
Okay, so what I have for you today are these packs of 6 pieces of laser cut craft icons. Okay, wait, are we last call? Did somebody bid on this, Melissa?
No,
Wait,
she's
why are
just
we last
at
call?
last call when you're pulling it off the thing. She always
Oh,
puts it.
okay, all right. All right, so I will show you the different ones that I have of the 6 count laser cut craft icons. When you see a 6 count that you think is worthy of a dollar, go ahead and put it in. So this first one, we have whales and penguins and porpoise, dolphin.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy.
All right, then we've got some birds in this one. I'm thinking maybe a dove.
Yeah,
So,
that's what they look.
okay. Then we have some crosses on this one. And
Oh, they're
remember, these aren't just three, you're getting two of each, so it's a total of 6 pieces. Some I have duplicates, some I don't. Okay, here's a fish, a bear, or a seal. I'm not sure if that's a
oh,
seal or a
they're
bear. And here
all-
is a dolphin. Okay, all right. Not good with the little stuff, and I'm not good with crafts. So I can scoot up close. Okay, next I've got some owls.
We have Nancy in for a dollar, looking for $1.25.
Okay, look at these beautiful flowers.
Oh, they're pretty.
And once again, if anybody wants to give Melissa a break and co host, y'all can hear how badly her voice hurts. Next, we've got the dragonfly, a ladybug, and maybe a different type of dragonfly. Or maybe the top one's a butterfly, a ladybug, and a dragonfly. All right, here's some leaves. Here is an octopus, a dolphin, and a seashell. Some clocks. These are sparkly. We have a dress, a ring, and I'm not sure what the top one is. Here's a turtle, a seahorse, and a shell. Here are some stars. And I think that's probably all my auction block will hold.
You have lots of choices. I use these for a lot of things. I like to add them to a package when a birthday or a present, and I just tie it on with some ribbon. Makes it look really neat. I use them on signs.
You know, you could probably make it into a Christmas ornament if you just put a little hanger on it.
Yeah, yeah, that would look really pretty. We are going once, going twice. Fair warning. We are sold to Nancy.
Congratulations, Nancy. All right, let's see which one she chooses. And if anybody wants to get in for second choice, make
She
sure
would
you let
like
us know about quantity.
she would like the crosses times two.
Okay, let me see if I have two. Okay, here's one, and oh, you know what? These may not be exactly the same. Do you care if they're not exactly the same, but they're all crosses? So I'm so sorry, but they're not exact duplicates. I'm noticing that now.
I was thinking
So,
these would be good for bookmarks. You could put like a
oh, I love that idea of just putting a tassel on any of these. I could totally see the owls as bookmarks too, or maybe the stars as well. A lot of
just
these, maybe the dragonflies with a nice long tassel on them, or the dolphins. But there's no pressure if you prefer one over another instead of, since they aren't duplicates.
she says that's okay if they are different.
Okay, all right, there we go. Anybody in for second choice?
Yes, Belle, I would like the clocks and the stars.
Okay, let me grab those. Just one of each?
Oh yes, just one of each. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, here's the clocks. And I saw a star. Let's see. Okay, and here are the stars.
Okay, thank you. And Kitty
All right.
would One of each on the table.
All right. Now, I'm going to pick them all up for Kitty, but before I pick them up for Kitty, is there anybody that wants a duplicate of these before I just scrape them all off the table to clear it and go on to the next item? If anybody else wants a duplicate, I will grab the duplicate from my little bin here. So let me double check before I clean sweep them all into a bag for Miss Kitty. All right, last call. Most of these have duplicates. All right. Thank you so much, Kitty.
Thank you, Kitty.
And once again, if anybody wants to give Melissa's voice a break and co-host, y'all let her know. Well, before we get much further in this auction, something we do on Saturdays and Mondays is we have some items of shame, Melissa. And when I say items of shame, it just means things from the Sunday snack sale that are past their best buy date. Several of y'all have had these pretzels. People keep telling me how delicious they are. But the shame of these is they have a February date on them. Oops. So if anybody is interested, I've got just a few bags left. We're going to start these at just $1. I only have 3 bags left. 3 bags left. Anybody for $1? This is just my discounted shame sale.
I opened a bag yesterday and they were still perfectly fine. I put them in my soup.
Oh, nice. Okay, we're not going to do a lot of waiting on these because, we don't want to deter the auction with shame. Any interest on these? Only got 3 bags left. Any interest? Okay. Something else that I realized was past its date. I've got these goldfish, but they have Frank's Red Hot sauce on them. The date on these was January 11th. We'll do $1. Buy it now. If anybody is interested, I know not everybody likes spicy. So if anybody is interested in these, lay low, buy it now, just $1.
Okay, hold on a sec. I think Nancy and Janice wanted the pretzels. Maybe. Just let us know for certain, guys.
We must have more of a lag than we realize.
Yes, we do.
And you think they want the pretzels instead of the Frank's Red Hots? Okay.
Yeah, because she didn't put it in for the goldfish yet. So
Okay, so one is going to Lalo. Janice, do you want one or the last 2?
one to Nancy and one to Janice.
Okay, here's just one to Janice. Anybody for the last one?
Oh, actually, Janice says she'll take 2.
What?
Thanks, Janice.
Okay, bless you. All right, well, I'm sold out then. Anybody for the Frank's Red Hot Goldfish?
I didn't even know they made red hot goldfish.
But imagine if you were putting these in like a plain, cream of fill in the blank soup, how these would just zip it up. Or imagine these as a garnish for a salad. All of a sudden, all that plain, romaine Caesar salad is going to have not only crunch, but a little zip to it.
Oh, yes. You're welcome, Layla.
Okay, Layla says, I haven't put in for the goldfish. Okay, can you, pray please?
Yeah, she is. There is quite a lag.
Okay.
I have YouTube open too, so I can see what's going on.
Okay. Have we had any more entries? While we're waiting
No,
for the lag to catch up, why don't you remind everybody of our question for our merit based giveaway?
all right, everyone. And the question is, if you could instantly become an expert at something, what would it be and why? And I just put it in the chat too.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to move these aside. So that concludes our shade for tonight. Okay, next, anybody like gnomes? Let's look at some gnomes. Here is the first one. And look at this sweetie pie. There is a cute little butterfly at the top
That is
and
cute.
some polka dot going on. And here's the ruler. We're going to start this one at $3. Sweet little daisy on the hat. Nice little spring decoration. Boop. I'm sorry, that little nose was just calling me to be booped. What's a Southern Belle to do? There's no gnome like your gnome, like your gnome, I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow when you are feeling that. I'm sorry. Thank you, Kitty. Kitty's helping me
That was
write my songs. Kitty writes the songs that makes a Southern Belle sing. She writes the songs that makes a Southern Belle sing. Sorry. Kitty, you
sorry.
ought to come co-host and let Melissa give her voice some rest. Oh, truly, truly. She'd keep me singing all night for you, though.
Yes,
All
she
right.
was.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It'd be fun. And then you could sit and sip on some lemon and a honey. Because you're making my voice hurt for you.
I just got a cup of tea with honey. So,
Okay, good, good. I don't know how you had time for that with your co-hosting, but okay. All right. Well, if there's no interest in this one, Maybe you were saying, that's cute and all, but it's not a bunny. Do you have a gnome bunny? Here's a gnome with bunny ears. So here's a gnome bunny. And new in the package, I've got gnome bunny sister. So I've got the boy and the girl version. Okay, anybody need a brother and sister, or it could be husband and wife? Mr. and Mrs. Gnome. And look how cute they are in the gingham. And look at the little pinks of the ears. Come on, y'all know these are cuteness. These are cutie pies. And Lalo is reporting back to us on the state of her house while she's modding. She apparently looked up and saw her teen come home with my teen and three. So now she has four teens tonight. And when teens come home, they come home bringing appetites. So they always seem to be hungry. But mom is a little busy on her computer typing for me. Oh, these are still $3. Still $3. I'm so
Believe me,
sorry. I thought I said that, but apparently I didn't.
my house was always full of teenage boys.
And you only had the one. Imagine if you started out with three and they each brought home all their friends.
Well, I had a stepson too, and they were
Oh, okay. All
only a
right.
couple apart, so they kind of had a lot of the same friends.
All right. Well, last call on these. All right, I will move these aside. Now I have some that are a little shorter. These shorter ones I'm going to do for just $2. So here's the first of the shorter ones. So these are going to be just $2. And this one's technically a bunny. This one has some pink gingham. You're going to sit here nice for me. There we go. Oh, wait, that one's the same as that one. Okay, oops. But it just shows you if you need a duplicate of that one. All right, and here's another one. Look at the fuzzy kind of fleece on top, kind of a Sherpa.
These are cute.
All right, so just $2 for these since they're a little more petite. So instead of Snow White and the seven dwarfs, it's a bunny and three dwarfs and three gnomes. A bunny and three gnomes. A bunny and three gnomes walk up to an auction block and sometime we might have to have a finish the story or finish a joke. And that way the chat can tell us what happens when a bunny and three gnomes walk up to an auction block.
We have Kitty in for two, looking for 225.
Oh, is Laurie here? I didn't see Laurie.
I don't think so.
Oh, I, It's probably okay to tell her business, but Laurie won't be here tonight. She has company in town. Because when I found out how sick Melissa was before Melissa had power back and had to rally, I had asked Laurie if she could come in and co-host, and that's when I found out that she had company in town.
Fair warning.
Although she and her sister came by my house on Friday, we had such a lovely visit. And they brought the little dog too. The little dog's name was Miss Ladybug, but the dog belonged to her sister.
We are
And that
sold.
little dog just kept handing me her paw, just kept handing me her paw. It's like, I shook your paw. I shook your paw. How many times does girl have to shake your paw? I guess
Till you
that's
give
just
her,
what she was taught, is every time she met somebody new that she puts her little dainty little paw out there.
because you didn't give her a snack. That's
I
what she was
don't
doing.
feed dogs. I don't do that.
Sold a kitty.
Also, I didn't know that the dog was coming, so I wasn't exactly prepared. Y'all know that my home is smoke free, pet free, and child free. So I don't, have ashtrays for smokers. I don't have treats for dogs. I don't have, whatever you serve to kids. So, I'm not prepared. Well, actually, I guess I do have some dog items I sell. I guess I could have gone in to get the dog something, but still.
All right.
Okay.
Closest to the door. She
Okay.
wants 2, 3, and 4. So the
And
white
did she
hat,
want one or both of number two? Number two is the one, remember there were twinsies?
just let us know, Kitty, if you want the second one of that one.
Okay. In the meantime, we know she wants at least one. So
Yes.
number two, and here's number three. Oh, and there are twinsies as well. Here's number four. So I actually have two more of number four, one more of number two, and just one with the pink gingham on top. Can you believe she didn't pick the pink gingham on top? Can they not pick
I-
something with pink? I don't know. We might need to take the temperature.
Okay, she says yes, please, and done.
Yes, please.
So,
What?
do you want twinsies of both the white hat and the green hat? Gotta let us know just a little bit more, Kitty.
Okay, so here's what we have left. That's my totals. So I've got two left of the green hat, one left with the blue bottom, and just one with the gingham top. So that's my total.
So I'm saying 2 white hat, 2 green hat, and a bunny. Is that correct, Kitty? Says yes, please.
Okay, can we like buy a noun or maybe an adjective? I think that so far we have these three set aside for kids. These three are what we have so far. So we're just trying to figure out if she wants any duplicates.
Yeah, she wants twinsies.
Okay, so here's the twinsy here. Boop, boop. No, you can't fall. You got to hang in there. Okay, here's the twinsy here. All right, so, but you didn't say triplet. So this would be a triplet. So I guess that one stays. So she's got two of the blue bottom, two of the green top, and the actual bunny. So that makes
Yeah.
five. All right, so that's all that's left then. One with ears and one with gingham. Imagine just the little gnome hat and the bunny ears sticking out of the top of a basket.
Okay, we're open to chat.
All right, anybody for either of the last two? Yes, a rouge, she says. Okay. Well, Melissa, we don't seem to be getting two more um, uh,
Entries.
entries. So, do you want to pick a winner and we can declare the winner? You think it's too soon to pick a winner?
Yeah, we can pick a winner. It's just really hard. Puts me on the spot.
Well, you kind of knew it was going to be that way
I
when we
know, I
started
know.
doing this. So,
All right. There were so many good entries, but with it being this time of the year and all of that, I am going to have to choose Ashley. Everybody hates tax time. And it
and
would be nice.
everybody has to pay taxes as well. So,
That.
therefore, it's one of those things that it would benefit us all.
Yep. Hopefully she's still here.
Ashley, are you still here? Ashley, Ashley, time to pick your prize.
Winner,
Give
winner.
Ashley a
And
choice of prizes. Oh, Ashley. Oh no, did we lose Ashley? Well, should we do a countdown and pick somebody else? Or should we show something and circle back? What should we do? What should we do? We never had this happen before.
um we'll just give her a little bit longer. Go ahead and sell something.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. Next item is going to be $8 starting bid for choice. And with all of the birds flying, 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 birds need a place to rest and relax. Look how cute this birdhouse is. It is all metal and it's a sweet little owl. Here's the chain with the hook right here. Here's the little peg where the birds sit, and the owl is the greeter and holding a pretty little flower. So looking for $8 for choice for this metal painted gorgeous owl bird feeder. And there are no duplicates to this.
Oh, Ashley's back. Yay.
Oh, she's back. Okay. Hello, hello, Terry, as well. All right. This is not your prize. This is the item next up for bid. Let me show Ashley her choice of prizes. So you can choose from the gnome Or you can choose from the new with tags Batman.
And
Which would you prefer, gnome or Batman? And then a little later, Melissa has come up with a part two because we like to do two giveaways in an auction. So a little while later, Melissa's going to tell you our second merit based question. Okay, she's going for Batman. Great choice.
congratulations, Ashley. I chose you because everyone has to deal with taxes. If you hate to having to pay to have them done, it would be nice to be able to just do them yourself. It was definitely a good idea.
Okay, let me measure this so y'all can see how tall it is. This one measures, about 8 inches at the top. It's a nice big size. Anybody want the all metal, beautifully painted, wise old owl holding the flower to welcome your birds? And it is new with tag. Look at the beautiful ombre painting on it as well. Even the back is painted. Since you're not feeling well, Kitty is offering to pick the winners for you so that it's one less difficulty that you have to undergo. Do you want to
Okay.
let Kitty pick and take some of the pressure off of you since you're under the weather?
Yes, that would be great, Kitty. Thank you.
I appreciate it when y'all help our sweet M&M out. All right, last call on this owl if there's no interest. All right, let me move it aside. And you know what time it is, Melissa?
It's the top of the hour.
I know it feels like we just had the top of the hour, but apparently we didn't. All right, I have choice of some little Easter pens. These are small. That's why they are all starting at just $1. And when I say pins, I really do mean pins, not brooches. So, Melissa, tell everybody how this works.
This is Belle's Bargain Bonanza, where everything starts at a starting bid of $1.
Okay, here's the first one. Sweet little bunny. And you'll see here's the little butterfly clip to it. These are all vintage. They're all vintage. So back in the day, apparently it was 99 cents. And I know after all these decades, I should go up in price. But I thought y'all will just bid them up to the right price. So I'm just going to start them there. So that's the first one. Okay, here is the second one. Cute little chick sitting in the egg.
Yes, Layla, I thought she said pen too.
Wait, what did I say?
She wrote pen as in PEN because that's what I thought you said too.
Okay, where's Diane? Diane, I need you to translate English to oh wait, we can't say that when Laylo's modding. Okay, Laylo, I just apparently have really poor pronunciation because Laylo's in the South with me too. Okay, so this one very similar to this one.
We have Kitty in for one.
All right, here's another one of these
Oh,
little bitty pins.
that one. These are
Here's
adorable.
another super cute little one. And even back in the day, these were hypoallergenic, it says. Okay, here's the next one. Here's another one of these little Bonnie ones. I could sandwich it just right in there. Here's yet another one of these little Bonnie ones. Come on, y'all, make room. And this one has a two on a card for some reason. It's a butterfly and a rose, and the rose has a little crystal in the center. All right, let me see if I can squeeze it in on this side. So those are the choices. And we've got Kitty in for $1. We're looking for $1.25. And after the dollar round, Melissa, while I'm clearing the board and getting something else out, will tell you about our next merit-based question.
You're right. We're looking for $1.25.
No duplicates. These are it.
Fair warning.
Kitty might just clean sweep these rather than trying to pick.
We are sold to Kitty.
These being a white background. My computer is it clear last night?
But which one are ones, Kitty?
At least it's only one row. That should make it easier for her to explain. Unless she just does a clean sweep since they're only $1.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Kitty.
Congratulations, Kitty. She wants the butterfly.
Okay. Is she still picking or is she done?
She says, "Does anyone want any?"
I think she's trying to figure out if anybody was waiting to get in for second choice. I think
Does
that's what she
anyone
was
want
thinking.
any? Let us know.
I know sometimes y'all don't want to drive up the price. Y'all just kind of say to yourselves, well, we'll see if there's any left after whoever one picks. So every now and then somebody will check and see if anybody was waiting just in case. But they are small, they are pins, not full brooches, so I totally understand.
Well, I don't think so, Kitty. All right. She said if no one wants any, she will take what's on the table for the vintage people at the old folks' home.
Okay, Melissa, do you want me to count these out for you, sweetheart?
I already got it, Belle.
Of course you do. All right. Because even though Melissa's voice is given out, bless her heart, her mental faculties are still sharp as a tack, and she's already anticipating who's going to do what.
Yes, Layla, it was 9 total altogether.
Okay, how about some socks? Anybody feel like socks? I got some cutie socks. Okay. Prepare for cuteness overload. Prepare for cuteness overload. All right, $2 for choice. Here's the first ones. Look at those ears. He's like, wait, did you say something? I'm listening. Okay, look into my eyes and tell me. You got my full attention.
It's
At least
adorable.
that's what I pictured that little sweet pie saying. And here's the next one. I pictured this one saying, okay, I'm here. You called. What is it you wanted? I ran and came when you called my name. Call my name, call my name. Okay. I feel like this little dog is like, what's going on here? I don't quite understand. I'm confused. My ears are up. I have neither a smile nor a frown. I'm just trying to figure this out. Is this what we do around here? And look at the happiness on this little pup's face. He's like, I'm just glad to be here. Thanks for including me. Everything's going to be just fine. Okay, and here is the last choice. Look at the cutie pie smile on this one. Now, there are no duplicates. No duplicates. Just one of each. Anybody think any of these are worthy of the $2 starting bid? And Kitty is apparently naming the dogs for y'all in the chat because I don't know one dog from another, which is why I make up little stories. And apparently, Lady Braven and Kitty are having a meeting of the minds here.
Yes, I did too, Lady Braven. That's all I could think of was Spuds McKenzie. We have Kitty in for two.
And once again, if anybody wants to try co hosting so as to save Melissa's voice, give her a little break, y'all let me know and I will drop the link. Because I know we're all hurting to listen to Melissa trying to tough it out and struggle tonight.
Fair
No,
warning.
she doesn't want us to end the auction early, but there's only so long we can make poor Melissa suffer.
Oh, I'm fine.
I know you say that, and I appreciate that, but we can all hear otherwise. If I had realized it was quite this bad, I wouldn't have even sent you the link.
We are sold to Kitty.
Is she doing a clean sweep, or do I need to buy a color? Or buy a ears up, ears down, a frown or smile? Help me out.
Seems to me like she's clean sweeping.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Oh,
Oh,
I guess she was just naming them.
oh, oops, 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 oops. All right.
Uh,
Let me go back. Sorry for the confusion. My apologies. I only have one of each.
okay, so all right, Kitty, you forgot to tell us from the door side or Belle side.
I'm thinking that she's going for this one and this one. Beige and gray. Beige and gray. Okay, yellow and gray. I will take that. Thank you, Kitty. All right, I'm going to move these in because they're feeling a little lonely.
Okay,
And
thank you, Kitty.
all right, anybody else? You notice we're left with all the ears up ones? And we got a smiler, we've got no expression, and we got a frowner. Okay, last call then. You're ready to see cats?
Lady Braven would like the white pair.
Is that white background or white dog?
White, well, she says white, so I'm assuming the white background.
With the red tongue?
Yes.
Okay. They're actually a slight beige, but okay. All right. Anybody else? All right, we've got pink ears and white ears left.
She
Looks. Go ahead.
looks like her, looks like my Gracie.
All right, shout out to Gracie. And I don't know if we said hi to both Mr. Terrys. I know we had Mr. Terry Bear in the chat. And Mr. Terry, if you're watching with Sweet Kitty, hello to you too.
Hello, Terry.
All right, last call then. All right, let's look at some cats then. All right, in cats, we have a Turkish Angora. Pretty and pink. Eyes of ice blue. A little smile and paws crossed. What can be more demure than paws crossed? All right, this one is just giving you one paw. She has a frown, but she's willing to turn that frown upside down depending on what you say, what you give, how you treat her. She can negotiate it out because she's got one paw up there to say, maybe. All right, and this one is like, oh no, pause up. Okay, I don't know what I did. If this is a stick up, I surrender. I surrender. Pause her up and just take what you want. Just spare me. Aw, that's so sweet, Kitty. All right. Oh, and I forgot to flip these over and tell you their names. This one is Siamese, and this one with these vibrant eyes is a Scottish fold. And look, the paw prints in pink. That's so cute. Oh, and these paw prints are in pink too. Oh, yeah, attitude. And the attitude is different of each one. I like that so much.
We have Nancy in for 2, looking for 225. And Belle, we forgot to do the next question.
Okay. Well, why don't we announce it after socks? So when I'm clearing away socks and getting out the next item,
Okay.
once we finish the whole sock category.
Okay.
Okay.
We are going once. Fair warning. We are sold Nancy. She would like the pink ones. Do you have 2 of them?
Not two pairs. I have, two, one for each foot, but I only have one pair. The only one I have multiple pairs are the Scottish Fold. I do have multiple pairs of Scottish Fold. Here's a second one and even a third one. The rest are one and done.
She
Did she
says
want
one
to?
is okay.
One is okay. All right. Sold, sold, sold then. All right. Anybody else? Okay. Anybody else? We've got Scottish Fold and Siamese left. Okay. Last call then. All right. Let me move these aside. All right. Let me show you some new ones. Look at the cutie pie. But I flip the sock over. Here's the cutie pie again, right above the heel. And down here it says, I love kittens. So you've got the kitten on both sides. All right, here's the next one. Once again, here it is peeking out from this side too, right above the heel. I love kittens. Here's this one. Look at the little heart-shaped nose. And here it is above the heel. I love kittens.
The starting bid the same on these, Belle?
Yep, yep. All socks starting at 2. All right. Here's the next one. Look at that sweet face. Here's the same sweet little face. This one says kitten love. These are all one and done. And here's the last one.
These are adorable.
And only have one of each.
So anyone for a starting bid of 2?
Yep, new sockies.
We have Kitty in for 2.
Yay.
These, oh my God, new sockies. We're looking for 225. Fair warning. We are sold to Kitty.
All right, let's see which one are ones. There's Mona. Here she comes now. Oh, it's Mona, Mona. Hey, Mona.
Hi, Mona.
Oh, thank you for all of those fleur de lis. Just reminds us that Nancy's one of my members. Did Kitty choose?
Okay, here we go. Closest to the door. So number one, the black and white.
Okay.
Number three, the pink and white stripe.
Of
And
course, she chose pink.
and
It is
number five.
Kitty. Okay. All right. All right. She left y'all too. And Layla says, I sing that in my head every time I see Mona. I do too. Even when other people are singing to her on other channels, I'm sitting there behind my screen singing the same, here she comes now. Oh, it's Mona, Mona.
Lady Braven would like the black and white striped one.
Okay, here we are. Thank you, thank you. All right, so the one left has these little pink ears, and on the back it says kitten love. Aw, instead of puppy love, and they called it kitten love. Anybody for kitten love? Okay, last call. This little sweetie pie wants a home. Look at that little heart-shaped nose. She's so
Oh,
cute.
that poor little one home. So sad.
Oh, adopt me. Adopt me. Okay, if there's no interest, we'll move this sweetie pie aside. All right, last two pairs. It's the shorter no show socks. You'll see here's the little heel to them. The first one says danger. And look at the claws on that one. That is one dangerous one. And this one says cats make me happy. Now, I'm not sure why this cat isn't happy, but the person says cats make them happy.
That's Grumpy Cat. He was very famous on social network for a while. Grumpy Cat. That's what he looked like.
Well, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well either, Laylo. between you and Melissa, I so appreciate y'all toughing it out so that my auction could go on. They're such troopers, such a testament to friendship.
That's how my cat Bob looks all the time. Like he's always sad.
Aw.
See, Mona knows
Laylo,
Grumpy.
if it gets too bad, send Rainbow an emergency message. When she gets home, she might can come in and take over for you. Just remember that Alaska's 5 hours difference. So I think she normally gets home about 5. So I'm thinking she'll be home soon. But if you want to leave her a little Discord message, she might be able to swap out with you. Oh, Mona says, I love Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat, Grumpy Cat, why are you grumpy? Okay, well, this is the last of the socks. We will pass on these. And Melissa, tell everybody about tonight's merit-based contest.
All right, everyone. I'm going to ask a question and you can answer as many times as you want. Just keep it to one comment. And the question is, what is the weirdest gift you've ever given or received?
And
And
of
I
course,
put
who
it.
could you rated? And so Kitty volunteered to give Melissa a break. So she said she would pick the winner. That also means if Kitty's picking, you can enter Melissa if you want to.
Okay, I'll have to give it some thought.
She wasn't planning to enter because we've never had somebody from the chat just offer to pick before. Okay, next $2 for choice. I have stickers. Look at these fancy stickers. Maybe you need a sticker that says that something was handmade. Or maybe the sticker is really a cool label that goes on your bins or goes on some kind of organization system, goes on a gift that you're giving. So I think these are such cool shapes, and you could just take a paint pen, a marker, a Sharpie, and write what you need to on them. That's going to be the first option. The second option uh, are different shapes. Some of them look like look like a ribbon, kind of like they give on Newlywed. Some of them look kind of like bottles. So if you hand make stuff, this could be a way you could label them as well. All right, it looks like we have some entries coming in. First, Mona is entering with the comment, gave a gallon jug of mustard, got a gallon of mayo. I feel like there's a story there. Mona, if you want to tell the story, I can drop the link and you can come up and tell the story, give Melissa's voice a little break. You don't have to or anything, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to. I can drop the link. And praise him with the dance. Nancy says, a can of beans from a coworker at a Christmas party.
That's awful.
It's so funny that it's not the snack sale, but yet so far we're getting all foods.
I love
I thought it
flavors.
was going to be all ugly handmade this and that's and the others. Where people didn't realize they were ugly, they worked hard on it, they thought it was cute, but the other person just thought, well, it's going to be something to collect dust.
And Laylo says, I gave someone a dog toy that doesn't own a dog.
Oh, that's hilarious. How did you play that off? I can't wait to hear what you said when you found out they didn't have a dog to go with the toy. Did you try to pretend it was like a child's toy, or did you say you got confused? Oh, oh. Y'all have such great stories. Oh, and I want to hear more about all of them.
I know.
In between bidding on these sets of stickers. So this set of stickers has 26 only choice. Okay, $2. Anybody got $2 for me?
That one set would work great in a kitchen for like your canisters. If you're one of those, people that put everything in jars and stuff. Be
Oh,
kind of
that's a good idea. Or, some people will make these jars of, jam that they give away or preserves. Where my grandparents lived in northern Louisiana, they used to get honey as gifts. They used to get muscadine jelly as gifts. Muscadine is a type of grape that's grown only in northern Louisiana. It doesn't grow down south where I live, but in my grandparents' area, and probably in Mona's area too, it's very, very popular. Or I've seen some people who will kind of make like a hot chocolate mix and put it in a jar and give it. Even some people who will try to make salsa.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they would be great for that.
All right, we're going to clear these away and we'll keep taking entries. $2. I have a stencil wheel. Now, if y'all aren't familiar with a stencil wheel, the way it works is you turn it. So this one says 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and little symbols and other stuff. So if you need stencils, here it is. It's an entire wheel of stencils. $2. Oh, Laylo says it's an auction person too. LOL. It's a story to it. It was fun to make her laugh because it's something she collects. She went through a surgery and I wanted to make her smile. Oh, that is so sweet, Laylo. I love that. Now, behind the scenes, you're going to have to give me a little email telling me the whole story because I feel like that I must have been there because it seems vaguely familiar, but I can't think who it is. So in an email, you're gonna have to tell me secretly, and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was there."
Kitty's in for 3. Looking for 325.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounded like a tidal wave just came up and took you away. But I know that can't possibly happen where you are. I'm sure it's just something in the background. Okay, the question is one, two, or all three? All right, let's see if she goes for one, two, or three of the stencil wheel, which you can tell I locally retail arbitrage these since it says pochoir, which is stencil wheel.
So just one, please.
Okay, there we go. Anybody else for the last two? All right, last call on this one. All right, let me move these aside. Next, $3. I have an LED unfinished wood light. It's a lighthouse. Look how cute it is. And how is a light? Well, here's the light. How does it work? It's an on-off switch on the back. Now, some of you may say, "Wait, what's that little tab?" This is what you remove when you're finally ready to use it to turn it on. I'm not going to remove this so that it doesn't accidentally come on during shipping. But when you get it, you're going to pull this out and then turn it on, and it will work immediately. But look how gorgeous. If you want to leave it natural like this, you absolutely can. If you want to, oops, sorry, my tablecloth. If you want to paint it, if you want to sand it, you can.
That's cute.
Kind of blends in with my background. Let me see if I have something color to put behind it.
Yeah, there you go. That shows up better now.
Thank you. Okay. Any interest? All right. Well, let's go to some books. And I'm going to make this simple since we have so few people watching tonight. I guess it's just an off night. And we're just going to make these buy it now. Buy it now. So you're just going to put in the title and the quantity. And these are all brand new. Okay, so the first one is Robinson Crusoe. $2. Buy it now. Oops, terrible there. All right, next, The Little Red Hen. Puss in Boots. three, the three Billy Goats Gruff. Just $2. Humpty Dumpty. And this one is a color, read, and sing along. 5 song downloads and stickers. Okay, whoo-wee. So Humpty Dumpty for that one. This one is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Hansel and Gretel. Guardians of the Galaxy Battle of Nowhere. Guardians of the Galaxy Rocket and Groot Fight Back. Includes Rocket Mask. And based on the movie. Cinderella. Kung Fu Panda. Legend of Awesomeness. Yo Gabba Gabba, meet the Gabba Gang. Guru's Gadget Guide from Despicable Me 3. Aladdin and the Magic Lamp. Space travel. Space is the final frontier.
Don't see any.
Well, rather than reading books, would y'all prefer sticker books or activity books or coloring books?
Yes, they would, Laylo. They'd be really cute in an Easter basket.
All right, well, let's do something different then. All right, let's look at some jewelry. All right, let's start with this sweet little necklace here. Look at all of these gorgeous little stones. So, such a pretty braid. I'm going to start this one at 7.
That is pretty. Glittery.
Thank you. Nice, simple, classic. It's going to go with everything. Okay, well, we can pass and look at something more elaborate then. All right, this one is new with tags. Look at this fabulous statement necklace.
Wow.
Y shaped, beautiful green. We're going to start this one at 8. And look at these gorgeous blue stones.
Okay, Kitty.
We probably aren't going to go too much longer since Melissa's not feeling too well and Layla's not feeling too well. And I don't want to tax them too much. And if anybody wants to help out, we'd love some help since Melissa normally co hosts on Sunday, and I'm also looking for help on Monday so that Jane can be with Haley. Okay, let's move this one aside. Next, I want to show you these gorgeous owl earrings.
Wow, look at them.
We're going to start these at 7. These are spectacular.
Sure are.
And even without the fancy auction lighting, just in the regular room lighting, still sparkly and gorgeous.
Those eyes. They just look at you. They are beautiful.
Thank you. Okay. Next, let me bring this mannequin back. And here is another necklace. And these have some scissors on it. Great gift for a seamstress, a crafter, a sewer, a hair cutter, a hairstylist, anybody who uses scissors. I can pull this up a little shorter. Apparently I can't. It's a long necklace. We're going to start the scissor necklace at 6.
It was so neat. Never seen anything like it.
And it's got a nice big veil on it in case you prefer to wear it on a torque. Great gift for somebody who makes you something or for wherever you go to get your hair done. $6. All right, we'll swap this one out then. Okay, next, these are also going to be 6. It's going to be for choice. Let me show you what the choices are. First, for those celestial lovers, we have a sun and a moon. And once again, this is the kind that is inside the glass cabochon. So this is the first option. Second option is this. Not sure if it's a honeybee, a wasp, a locust, some kind of flying creature. And third option is going to be this dragon. So these are your three options. $6 for choice. And Kitty's looking for more answers to the question. Melissa, remind everybody.
The question is, what is the weirdest gift you've ever given or received?
And we're getting close to the top of the hour. All right, any interest? All right, let me move these aside. Well, since we don't have too many guys watching tonight, I'm going to show a little something for the ladies. These are going to be $6 for choice. It is a 3-pack of plus size ladies underwear. These are a 2X, and you're going to get a nude, a blush pink, and a black. And they are full coverage, and they're the kind that do not have a panty line. See, do not have a panty line. So those are in a 2X. In a 3X, I've got this animal print. And the second one is blush pink. And the back one is solid black. That one's in a 3X. $6 for choice. Also in a 3X, I've got floral. The second one is blush pink, and the back one is a teal.
Belle, Kitty wanted the scissor necklace.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, Kitty.
Thank you, Layla.
Okay, here it is for Kitty. And if anybody is interested in more of the $5 mystery eggs, let me know and I'll bring them back up. All right, anybody for $6 for a 3-pack of brand new super stretchy underwear with pretty little bows. Okay, last call on the underwear. Okay, let me move these aside. Okay, I think it's the top of the hour, so we're going to do uh, some pens. Since I apparently said pens before and I meant pens rather than pens, I feel like now to make up for it, I need to show some actual pens. And I know pens and pens kind of actually sounds the same. But better than that, I'm going to bring out the good $2 pens and I'm going to reduce them to $1 starting bid. And I never do that. The pens with words I always sell for $2. But today I'm going to reduce them for today's show only to just $1. So let me show you what the pens say. All right, here's the first one. It says, "The Lord bless you and keep you." And I have to also tell you, this is a stylus up here. It's not an eraser. Okay, the next one says, "Let all that you do be done with love." Is it going to focus in? "But the Lord stood with me and strengthened me." This one says, "I always thank God for you." And these are heavy metal pens. These are not cheap plastic pens. That's why I usually sell these for $2. Okay, next one says, "When we are young, it is good to struggle hard." This one says, "Love is patient, love is kind." This one says, "Everything is possible for one who believes." This one says, "Love never ends." Looking for $1.25. This one says, "God is our refuge and strength." This one says, "I am the way, the truth, the life." Oh, we've had this one before. All right, it's a duplicate. Oops, let me set it aside. I think we've had this one too. All right, maybe I'm into the duplicates now.
Looking for $1.25.
Okay, some of these I have duplicates, some of these I don't. I don't think we've had this one yet. "Rejoice in the Lord always." No, we have this one too. Okay, I think I've showed them all now. Some have duplicates, some don't.
All right, we're still looking for $1.25.
I thought y'all would have bid these up for sure since I normally sell these for $2. They're metal and they have the stylus on the end. Just the stylus without a pen, it'd be worth $1, right?
Oh, definitely. We are going once, going twice. And we are sold to Kitty.
Okay, let's see which one are ones. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Just I want one of all on the table, except I want two of the pink.
All right, here's, no, wait, that's red. All right, here's a second pink. And also let Melissa pick one. Which one would you like me to get a duplicate of for you?
Um,
Do you want me to read you the choices again?
Love Never Ends.
Okay, let me see.
Thank you so much, Kitty.
I don't think that's one that I have a duplicate of. I have two very similar ones. I have Love is Patient, Love is Kind, and Let All That You Do Be Done in Love. Would either of those work for you?
Yeah, that would be, any of those would be fine.
Okay, and these are the two color choices. One is the rose gold and one is burgundy.
The rose gold.
Okay, so this one's going to Melissa. So all together we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13.
13. Okay.
Baker's dozen. 13. Now, I have to tell y'all, normally I'm a person that loves a long auction. I've got Easter stuff out to show y'all. I've got more jewelry out to show you, some kid stuff, some spring stuff, some yard stuff. But I am in such pain hearing Melissa's throat. My heart is just going out to her. And now knowing that Lalo is having problems with her eyes running. I remember when I was a mod, and it's just a nightmare when your eyes are tearing and watering, and you're trying to wipe it away and then go back to typing, and you can't hardly see the keyboard and the screen. It's just a nightmare. So, because um, I value people more than paying my bills, I'm going to shut this down. I want to thank Lalo for coming in on an emergency basis. I want to thank Melissa for coming in. We may have to talk about how we change things for tomorrow because Melissa clearly needs some time to get ready. I appreciate her soldiering on. I appreciate everybody who showed up in the chat. I will still be having the auction tomorrow. My Winn Dixie closed down. Well, technically, tomorrow's the last day. So I was able to retail arbitrage food for y'all, and some side dishes and some dinner kits and some flavored tunas and a bunch of different types of Cliff Bars and all kinds of stuff I'm excited to show you. I've also got some beautiful ceramic coasters, not from Winn Dixie, from a different supplier that I'm super excited to show you. And I even have egg socks. Egg socks. So I want y'all to pray for Lalo, pray for Melissa. Also, we want to keep sweet Haley in our prayers and Jane as she takes care of her. So I'm going to shut down early, but I want y'all to join me at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for our Sunday snack sale. So I say, laissez-les bon temps
Belle, wait,
rouler.
Belle. We
But
forgot. Got to do the winner for the giveaway.
okay, I don't know that we even had enough entries, but okay.
All right. Well, we can continue that one tomorrow if you'd like. And just keep track of what we did.
No, if y'all want to pick a winner from the few entries we had, we can do that.
No, go ahead, Kitty.
Okay, let me grab something for the winner to choose from. Okay, did she say who the winner was? Okay, she's saying Mona won tonight. All right, let's see if Mona is still here. And the way giveaways work on my channel is I add the prize to your box. If for some reason you don't have a box this week, then I'll carry it over even a second week and your prize will be added to your box.
I want to thank Laylo for coming in and helping out. Helping out. Really appreciate you. And thank you, everyone, for coming in. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Okay, is Mona here? Yes, for her mustard jug and mayo story. Mona, are you here? Ready to show you choice of prizes. Oh no, she might have already left. Well, what should we do, Melissa?
Um,
Melissa, I feel like you're getting worse, not better, sweetheart.
I know. I can't even think.
I know, you're just so glad that I'm ending it early, and Layla's probably feeling that way too. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Okay, Mona, are you here? Are you here? You think we should count from 10 like they do on other channels? Uh,
Yeah.
give people a fair chance? All
Yep.
right, so 10, 9, 8, 7. Y'all can message her on Discord. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A half, a fourth. Oh, Mona.
Oh,
Okay, well, she's not here. Maybe we should have just ended it. But
yeah.
it's nice that she at least popped by my channel. I also tried to pop by her channel. Um,
Yes, we'll save that. We'll redo that. We'll revisit that one again a little ways down the road because that I'd like to see some more answers to that. That was a funny one.
okay, and KJ, we're ending early because Melissa's voice is given out after all of her sickness and coughing. And Laylo is also under the weather, and her allergies and eyes are just tearing. She's having a hard time seeing the screen. So I'm just ending it early. I hope y'all can understand. We're not canceling tomorrow. We're going to try to figure out what to do about tomorrow. We're not canceling Monday. We're going to miss Jane and Haley. We're trying to figure out what to do. None of my mods wants me to cancel, so I'm hoping I can get some help to keep going because I know it would just make them all feel worse for me to cancel.
So what? I'll
So, all right, but good night. Love y'all. Prayers for Melissa, Laylo, Haley, and even Jane too. Love y'all so much. Good night.
good night, y'all. Love you.